Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do the season 11 bloopers as well as the end of season discussion. I cannot wait for this. I always smile like a goon for the whole time when I'm watching these types of things. I absolutely love it, so I can't wait. But more than anything, I can't wait to dive into the discussion of the season overall. So without further ado, let's get straight into this reaction. I love them. I love them. I can't even. Every time I see these bloopers, I just fall deeper in love, if that's even possible. And these are my favourite ones, hands down. Season 11, favourite bloopers, calling it right now. I just think that the energy and everything was just on point that whole time. Loved it. Okay, now for the important bit. I'm going to dive right in to my thoughts of season 11 overall, etc, etc. So, starting with the story and the arc, right? So, as arcs go in a show, I think this one was extremely strong. I really do. I loved the whole darkness thing. She just seemed so powerful and I was physically scared by her. I thought something terrible was going to happen. But the ending for me, I just felt like they've done a little bit better in the past. And I think that has a lot to do with the build and then the retrieval of the build. Because usually they build and then they divert off into something just crazy. So much happens that you're just distraught and in a mess. But they lead you with that little bit of hope towards the end, but only sometimes. Most of the time, they just let you stew in your own awful mental health at watching the last episode. But this one just felt different. To me, it felt like it was a closure type of finale. The only aspect that wasn't like that was showing Mary at the end. But everything else to me felt as though it was finished. It was round. It was happy. It was not what we're used to. Having said that, I'm not saying it was a bad one. By all means, it was incredible. I just feel like they've done better in past seasons. When it comes to the darkness and Chuck, I'll get into that later, I do think that the two characters are extremely strong. But with the darkness and Dean, it held my attention because the bond that they had was just hidden, but then teased at throughout the season. And we knew that it was there. It was like a haunting type of thing. The darkness was ready for revenge. She was ready to take everybody out to prove to Chuck, God, that I still can't wrap my head around that. So God, that he messed up basically, and that he should have paid her more attention. So this revenge was just like so strong. And then it took a conversation and everything was rosy. And that's where it sort of didn't sit well with me. Just that little aspect of it. Because if they ended the season on episode 22, I feel as though my whole thought system would be different maybe. Because that to me made me want to watch the finale. I was like, I need to see where this goes. This does not look good. I need to watch the next episode. Then when I watched the next episode, I was like, okay, there it is. That it's finished. There was no like, what the hell's going on? Apart from Mary, don't get me wrong. I do have questions about that. Is she real? Is she a figment? Is she here to stay? How did she get there? Really? I know that Amara said that she's given something that he's truly desired. And to be fair, his mum is something that he really, really loves, really hopes for, thinks about a lot of the time. But why choose her out of all of the people as well? I feel like there's something more there. And I love the actress. I think she's incredible. I'm really glad to see her back. I hope that she is in a significant amount of the season, and I do want to know more about that little bit. But when it comes to like Chuck and Amara, it seemed all rosy, like nothing more needed to be discussed. However, the Dean and Amara bond, that is a question for me. Like, has that dropped now? Is that still incredibly strong? I need to know more. Also, when it comes to the boys and their relationship with each other, I think that this season was extremely strong. They seemed to learn a little bit more from their past mistakes. They opened up a little bit more. There was the odd occasion where they held back, which obviously infuriates me, but at the same time makes for interesting TV. And I just enjoyed them being happy for a change. It was nice. It was really good to see them being strong. So yeah, it's a definite plus for season 11 for me. I loved Bobby. Always seeing Bobby makes me smile. And with him being with Rufus as well, it just added to that feeling. And it made me so happy. Rowena. Gotta talk about Rowena. I love her. I know she's not everyone's favourite. She's one of mine. I just like her personality. I like her character. I like her style. I like her anger when it comes to Fergus as well. Fergus. I just love her. She's such a strong character. Obviously Crowley as well. My J. There was a moment where I was worried for him a lot. And I do worry for his reputation than anything now, because following the end of this season, he still didn't pull that back there, which is a shame. So whether we'll see more of that in season 12, I don't know. Donna and Jodie, I absolutely adore. So seeing them in the bloopers, incredible. Really definite plus for me for that. It's a yes from me. I loved them together. And I liked seeing them in the show along with Alex and Claire as well, because I love when they call back. The show is incredible. Right, I'll stop rambling on about everything else. Let's talk about that twist in episode 20, guys. Episode 20, maybe one of my favourites of all time. That's a big statement. I'm going to say it though, because I stand by it. I've never been so lost for words before watching a show. Like it just... I mean, that's a lie because of Game of Thrones, the Red Wedding, that got me. But I digress. It literally made my mind explode. I know that people in my Patreon have said that they saw it coming, and props to you for even recognising that. You're incredible. I didn't. It completely over the head, and I freaking adored it, guys. I loved everything about it. The build-up, the little Easter eggs that we had. I'll hopefully insert some comments on the screen right now of Patreon comments that people have talked about. I just freaking loved it. The twist was immense, absolutely immense. And just seeing Chuck chilling in the bunker and having coffee and breakfast with the guys, it was just, it's God. God is right there. And then when he'd made like jokes and like throwaway lines, but they were so heavy. I just loved it. I loved it, I loved it, I loved it. I'm in a bit of a rush right now because I have so much to do, so I'm going to have to leave it there. But hopefully I'll talk more about it in my season 12 episode 1 breakdown at the end there if I've missed anything major. But just so you guys know, season 11 overall, one of my favourites. I really have enjoyed it. I just think the finale didn't hit all the right points for me. But that episode 20, that's one to remember. Incredible. And I hope you guys have enjoyed my reactions to this season. Thank you all so much for joining my journey, and I really hope you join me for season 12 as well. I know that people, as I'm recording this, will be watching that finale episode of Supernatural of all time, the last ever episode. They'll know what happens to these boys and the end of the story, and I feel for you all because it is the end of an era. It's emotional, I'm sure. You guys have watched these for years. You've got so connected to these characters, and I do feel for you. I really do. I want to remind everyone to please avoid any spoilers when it comes to the end of the show or anything that I haven't watched just in general. I want to uncover these things as I go along. Like episode 20, when I got that twist, oh, it felt so good, and it made for the good reaction, because if I would have known that, the reaction would have been a bit dead, to be honest. And I want to thank all of my mods on my channel. The mods are growing now as well, so I want to thank each and every one of you for helping me out to stay spoiler free. You're the best, and I appreciate you a lot. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the finale of Supernatural. I hope they do it justice. Okay guys, Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a cheeky thumbs up and subscribe, you know, if you want to. There's no pressure here. I really hope to see you all again soon for the next one. Don't forget I have extended videos and early uploads over on my Patreon. I have social medias, a second channel, PO box, you name it. Just click on the link below in the description for anything that you have an interest in. Bye guys!